105, we them boys. Power 105, we them boys. Power 105, we them boys. New York, we them boys. Power 105, we them boys.
I'm Don Drew with my co-host,
the Sneaker Sensei.
Welcome everybody checking out the show. It's been a fun week.
It's been a real fun week.
This is our second week here at the Power 105 Studios. Power 105, New York's #1 hip hop and R&B station.
You did it like a pro, like you listen to hip hop and R&B.
Like I know what I'm doing out here.
Right, a little bit.
Right, we got a great guest for everybody today.
Yeah.
We got BMX Pro, Nike signature athlete, Nigel Sylvester, so he's going to be on the show in a little bit. What's been going on, Jay?
Nothing. Everything's been good. Been getting a lot of good feedback from the show last week. Hopefully, we've worked out all the technical difficulties. Like we said, we're in a new studio.
Yep.
Still learning the lay of the land and the way the instruments work and everything like that. But otherwise, still good.
Just trying to figure some stuff out, and I think hopefully everybody enjoys the show. We're going to continue to evolve and grow this thing and just see where we can take it. We want to give everybody great content.
Absolutely. Listen, last week we talked about those Sport Blue 3s that dropped on Saturday. Past Saturday, got my hands on them in person, on foot. Smell, look, touch, immaculate.
They're really good.
Great shoe.
They're really, really good.
Great shoe.
Yeah.
Sport Blue 6s this week, too.
Next week, the 30th.
30th?
Yep.
All right.
Sport Blue 6 is all white with the Sport Blue hit. I showed it a couple weeks ago.
I don't care. Sport Blue 3s is killing those things.
Yeah,
right now.
they're really good.
What else is going on, Drew?
Not much. I think we had some pump faking going on.
Yeah, we got to give us some pump fake awards. A lot of you dumbasses out there are pump faking. You know what I'm saying? And let's just get the record straight. We say a pump fake. You know what a pump fake is?
Like MJ putting the ball out, and that's me up in the air.
Right.
Right. Just like that.
Right. That's people that tell us they're going to do stuff, and they never come around to do it. We're going to call your ass out. So if you pump faked us in the past, we're just going to call you out. Be a man of your word. That's all we say. All you have in this world is your balls and your word, right?
It's true. My pump fake award for this week goes to Tyler Holmes from Lids.
Oh, the hat store.
The hat store.
Yo, I just copped 2 hats from Lids today.
So,
wait, time out.
Go ahead.
I copped.
What'd you cop?
I copped 2 hats from.
Look at Jay pulling out the Lids bag.
I went to Lids, so I should return. Wait, what happened?
No, because we got pump faked.
Okay, what happened?
So Tyler hits me up and he asked me a question like, "Hey, I need a favor, this and that." So I help him out. We exchange a couple emails. Yeah, you know me, man. I don't ask for nothing.
Right.
Right. I buy plenty of hats everywhere. He goes, "Hey, I really appreciate the help. Do me a favor, pick a couple hats off the site. Send me your size, and I'll get them out to you."
So that's when he stopped at the baseline and put the ball up.
In the air.
Right.
Had me jumping. Right. I left the ground.
Right.
Stopped to pin it against the backboard.
You left your feet?
Did I?
And then what did he do?
Listen, that was the end of the communication. That was back in April.
Oh. So not only did he get past you on the baseline, he slapped boards on your ass.
It was like this. It was like this right here.
Had you up in the air?
In the air.
Oh,
just
man.
In the air, like low bridging me.
Oh, Jesus.
Just killing me.
That man is terrible. Tyler, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yep. Tyler and I go back a little bit. Tyler was Brando before Brando was Brando at Finish Line.
Right. Oh, damn. Brando?
Yeah.
Tyler was Brando?
Tyler was Brando.
Damn,
now Brando's Brando.
Okay, cool. I got a pump fake this week.
Okay.
It's a pump fake that goes back to last year. It's ESPN radio host Ryan Ruocco.
Ryan Ruocco
from ESPN. Now, everybody out there knows the story. Drew and I were at the Jets game.
Yep, MetLife Stadium.
Who do we see coming through the press entrance?
Stephen A. Smith.
He had a pair of acid wash mom jeans on.
He did.
Old school jewelry from the 80s.
And the jeans were pulled up well over his belly button.
Well over his belly button, right below the chest area.
Yep, high waters, with a little space between the ankle and the sneaker.
And on Stephen A. Smith's feet were a pair none other than Nike's highest selling shoe, the Air Monarch.
Yes, the white with the navy swoosh.
That everybody's grandparents have.
Yep.
Nobody should ever have those shoes unless you're over 60. Stephen A. Smith had those shoes on. We tried to say what's up to him. He tried to ignore us. It was okay. What did we do? We said, you know what?
Jay took to social media.
I took to social media. Ryan Ruocco said, yo, what's up with that? I said, Ryan, I saw him at the as everybody know, I used to work for ESPN, was at their Super Bowl party, saw Ryan Ruocco there. Said, Ryan, listen, we don't just kill people and just leave them dying in the street. we're going to get a pair of sneakers for Stephen A. We're going to give him a real pair of sneakers. I'm going to go out and get him a pair of sneakers. I'm going to make it special. I'm going to give him, I'm going to get him laser inscribed, make him fresh. Get him, the man's fresh. He always catch hell about his hairline.
Yep.
Let's get his feet fresh.
We were going to go up there and hand deliver him some kicks and show him some flavor.
And then Ruko said, yo, you going to take care of me? I said, of course, you're the gatekeeper. You let this happen. I got you, Rook. So what did we do? We went out, we got the kicks. Got the kicks for Stephen A. Smith. Got the kicks for Ryan Ruocco. And Ryan Ruocco went radio silent.
Radio silent. There was nothing.
So essentially what he did to me then was up in the air.
Up in the air.
Flashed the ball. Like it was Hakeem Olajuwon pump fake. Like it was great. But then the ringer, the shit kicker, is that I called him out on Instagram about it.
Again.
And he said, no.
Again.
No. I got you. No pump fakes over here. Let's do it. Radio silence. So that's my fault because he got me twice in one game.
Yep.
Ryan Ruocco, you pump faking ass.
So we got a double pump fake award here.
Yeah.
Double pump fake. We got a pick of the week this week?
Not really. What are we picking this week? Anything that stands out to you?
There's nothing on my radar.
No, I'm good.
The 6 next week is on my radar.
You gonna cop those?
I am gonna cop those. 6s and 3s.
Did you pass on the 3s?
No. I got them.
Yeah.
I got them.
Can I address something?
Yeah.
There's a picture on Instagram, and we don't have it right now, but there's a picture of Fab on Instagram.
Can we get it?
I don't know. You can dig it up while I talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a picture of Fab on Instagram, and he had what they thought was Pantone 6s on their feet, and a lot of people were saying that like they were fake and whatever, and I think people with the age of customization and everybody doing customized shoes, like real shoes, like I don't see why they would give Fab like a hard time about this.
How long ago did he post this?
It was a couple of days ago. He was sitting like on a.
I'm on his page right now.
I don't see it. He was sitting on the dock, and he had the Pantone 6s. Or maybe he took them down.
Did he take them down?
I hope.
Was everybody giving him hell?
Well, they were saying that they were fake as fuck. That's what they said. Fake as fuck, but.
Like he got them from Kicks or Die.
Yeah, Taobao. But it's all good though.
Is this it?
No. He was there they go.
There they go?
Yeah.
Let me show
the people out there.
Let me show the people, the good people.
People said Pantones, but then I got some people were tagging me in this photo and saying fake as fuck. Now, I had an opportunity to chill with Fab a couple times, and I don't think that man got any reason to buy no fake shoes. If anything, he got the money to get them SMUs made. Them those are things that come with no barcodes.
He got the Nike. He does have the Nike hookup.
Those things come with no barcodes. You get a box in the mail, inside out Nike box, and
even the comments though. If you look at the comments, right, and I got it up on the screen right now, it says they're fake. He's even known to rock fake kicks.
He had an incident back in the day, and he'll tell you about those. That's when the fake game people didn't know. And they did the cribs with him, and he had some.
These are 6s, not 4s, Jay.
No, I said 6s.
You did. Oh, my bad. My bad.
And people called them the Pantones, but they said people hit me up and like connected me. It was like, oh, these are fake as fuck. And I was just like, no.
Ever since we had KOD on the show, I will say that I'm tagged on Twitter like every legit check. Right. I don't know the difference between fake and legit shoes. I just had a guy on who admitted to selling fake shoes.
But I can tell by a person's character, and Fab is caked up. Like no matter how you look at it, there's no reason for my man to rock fake shoes.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart's caked up and he's rocking fake shoes.
Yeah, because he got he got a chance to get something like early. Like, and if Fab is on the radar for having those shoes, back in the day, he wasn't gonna do it again. And my man is chipped up. Y'all stop hating. Stop hating on my man Fab.
You don't think he's rocking fake shoes?
Absolutely not. I'll go on the record and say Fab ain't got no fake shoes.
We need the social media world to weigh in on whether they think that those shoes are fake.
What do you think, Drew?
I don't know. The guy's got a reputation for wearing fakes. Kevin Hart wears fakes. Why the fuck wouldn't Fabulous wear fakes?
Because he knows better. Fabulous knows better. He had an incident with this before. He wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
All right.
If you say so.
Okay. So, can we get into our guest right now?
We got a great guest. Great guest.
Okay.
Right? Brooklyn's very own?
No, Queens.
He's from Queens. I thought he was a Brooklyn kid.
No, do you see what the jersey I'm wearing today? I did this just for my man.
Just for him.
I don't care about anything else. He's an original Diamond Turf member. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Neon Dion. He had the scarf on in the league. Only pro BMXer in our league. Was actually terrific on that field. One of my favorite targets. They broke the group up.
And this is the that Nike league that I'm not allowed to play in.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah, I can't help you with that shit. But anyway.
Yeah.
Queen's Own. BMX Monster.
I'm trying to cue him up.
Nigel Sylvester.
Nigel Sylvester on the sit down. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna play his little clip. Nigel did a little video on his website with Pharrell. I'm just gonna kind of cue it up while we get Nigel here.
We're gonna talk about
while
that.
we get Nigel here. Nigel, you can hop in the chair with us. Nigel on his BMX.
While they watch you do that work.
Yep. Now they're not hearing the audio, Jay.
They're not hearing the audio.
But that's okay. We got him on.
You don't need an audio.
And when we come back,
just look at the moves, man.
Yep. So, Nigel on the BMX.
Now this is street terrain. It's not, I don't know, what
Nigel, welcome to the sit down. Camera's right there. You're here,
right
talking
there.
to the mic. Yep.
You're good.
No, we can't. Now they can hear you.
Now they can hear me.
Now you're live.
Oh, the mic is on? Okay.
It is on.
You ready to go? It's a good video just watch right there, man. I like that one.
Yeah, so you did that little thing with Pharrell.
Yeah, man. Riding Without Work too, dude. It's the second installment to my Riding Without Work series. And had the big homie Pharrell in there. It only made sense. It seemed appropriate for the video, and we got it done.
Now, most men I know, so, Nigel, what's the relationship between you and Pharrell?
Pharrell's the big homie, man. We're actually working on Brooklyn Machine Works. So Brooklyn Machine Works is my new bike sponsor, and Pharrell is one of the owners of the company. So, and he's also been ambassador of BMX for a long time, man. If you go back to some of his, I
know he had the skate team. The
skate
ice
team
cream.
for ice cream.
Right.
But even before that, he has certain music videos. I think Provider. And the other one was Lap Dance, where he had BMX riding going on in the actual video.
True.
So he's been definitely a presence in my life as far as of course, making great music, but also embracing BMX riding.
Do you catch Pharrell's fall off? Like the little Pharrell groupies give you the little extra love?
Nah. I mean, yo, man.
I think Nigel has his own fan base.
Do you have groupies, Nigel?
Honestly, man, at this point in the game, man,
At
this point in the game, man, I'm doing my thing, but of course, being associated with him, of course, comes with certain perks, It's cool, man, and just we had a situation now where it's he helps me out when he can, and working on his BMX brand together. So,
how does one get linked up with Pharrell?
He's from Virginia.
Yeah, but New York City, man, everyone comes to New York City,
right?
And just being downtown all the time, you run into certain people, so I got in contact with these people randomly at an event or at a party or something like that, and it worked out, linked us up.
Now, what you do is, I know what you do, everybody, but to the people out there, you're not when you think about pro BMX, you think about those guys that's on them dirt bikes and doing those jumps and on the dirt and breaking their face open. But even though your shit is dangerous, but I'm saying explain what you do and how you kind of revolutionize and was a trailblazer in this art form.
I mean, well, pretty much street BMX riding is the most popular form of BMX riding nowadays, and it's that way because it's the most accessible. Kids can go outside in front of their house and do it. Me being a kid from New York City and having so many different influences, whether it's from art or music, fashion, the hood, I've been able to take that and put it into my BMX riding and project that back out into the world.
Now, growing up in Queens, I'm sure BMX wasn't running rampant. How'd you get into it?
Not at all. Not at all, man. I got joked on as a kid for riding BMX bicycles. But there was a bunch of us in my neighborhood. I would say about between 10 and 15 kids who rode BMX bicycles, and we definitely got caught some slack from it. But I would say between ESPN showing certain BMX programming and my local bodega had this one BMX magazine called BMX Plus. I used to go there every month, top of the month, and get it and go home and watch it and read every article and look at all the photos and cut pictures out and put them on my wall. And this is before the internet became huge, dude.
Well, a lot of people don't know, they listen to us that are from growing up in the hood, we always liked BMX bikes. I had GT Pro Performers, I had Mongoose.
Yep.
And, we had to make sure it had extra, fat pegs, and he was around there doing
mags,
endos, and I remember I had the crazy gyro so I could spin my wheel handle, but we never took it to because everybody knows in the inner city we went through a stage of skateboarding, went through a stage of BMXing, but it wasn't
Mountain
like
bike.
we never thought that we can get out of there like that. Like what made you feel like you can like, oh snap, I can get checks from this?
I mean, definitely like BMX bikes. Like BMX bikes is a staple in the hood, dude. Like you had to have a dope bike, roll around, like go to the store, go to your homie's crib, whatever the case may be. But I seen
never
it.
Never let that big dude on your bike take you for a ride.
Like seriously, like let people say, "Look, let me ride your bike." Like I don't know, man. Like don't go too far.
We used to always be watching out for the kids when the bike would come down Utica Avenue, and you'd have one on the back pegs, one kid on the handlebars, because you knew you were about to get got for yours.
You already know what time it was, man. Like you had to hold your bike close, man. But I would say like the first time I seen BMX riding on a professional level was on TV. And at that point, I realized, oh, okay, dudes are really making money like with this, you know, and I want to do it as well, you know. And it was definitely a process. Okay, like how do I figure to do this? Because those dudes are riding those big ramps, riding skate parks, riding vert ramps and whatnot. And in Jamaica, Queens, like in Laurelton, we didn't have access to any of that at all. So it was definitely like I had to figure this out. And again, this is before you can just go on Google and put in nearest skate park. You had to really know. But
is that what made your stuff so like fresh, because you just used what was naturally there? Like there was nothing built. Like you know, in the West Coast, you know, there was land. You know, people built half pipes. Everybody on the block got together, pitched in for some wood, built the half pipe. There was land that, you know, construction sites where they, you know, you can go there. But in the concrete jungle, there was nothing but steps and
steps and benches and handrails. And think about, like, I feel like that's like that New York City mentality, dude. Like we do with what we have and make something else out of it. And that's what I did. Like I used like the park benches, used handrails, used stairs, and like started to express myself on my BMX bicycle that way.
Now, growing up from Queens, like who were some of your like musical influences?
Of course, like Nas, like you can't not. You know what I mean? Like he's dope. But and Ja Rule. Like honestly,
you like sing rappers?
He's keeping it real.
Yo, I'm keeping it real. Like,
but Ja was good. Like people hate on him now, but Ja was good.
He had a nice run. Thug singing in the club.
Dude, he was a singer. Nice run, dude.
Yo, he had every thug singing.
He had a nice like. There's actually like one song that I still like listen to that he did with like I guess like the Murder Inc. crew. It's called "We Don't Give a F." And that song is just crazy. It has like the like Rocky theme music sample to it.
I remember that.
That joint
had the whole Murdering crew.
Yeah, that joint was crazy. You know, the video was dope. Everything. You know what I mean? It was sick.
So from a sneaker standpoint, like we're gonna get into this Somp and your Nike stuff, but were you a sneaker guy before all that? Like, did you come up in kicks, or did you kind of like how did you evolve into that world?
Dude, I'm from Jamaica, Queens, bro. Like we didn't go back to school without a pair of all white Air Force Ones. Like that was a staple. You know what I mean? So I've been in the sneakers my whole life, man. Like back to school shopping was an event. Like and your sneakers is a big part of that.
Easter too.
Of course, man. So like it was like sneakers was always like you had to have a fresh pair of kicks on. So I was always into kicks from a young age.
So what's your rotation looking like
right now?
Yeah, like what are you sitting on? What are you sitting on?
Hold on. Maybe got that sponsor.
I know, that's what I'm asking.
My rotation is whatever's hot right now. You know what I mean? Like honestly.
So do you just pick up the phone, call Nike, and get whatever you want? Is that how that goes?
I mean, sometimes you just show up at the crib.
Okay.
Sometimes I had to make the call. Sometimes, but think about it. Sometimes I still cop kicks too.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you walk into a sneaker store and buy?
Hey, I walk in the spots and buy kicks all the time, bro. Like I have no problem.
No. I can attest to that. Yeah, he buys. He buys sneakers.
You have to, man. Like. Cause even though like I'm sponsored by Nike, but I don't get everything I want.
But that and it also saves you from getting your feelings hurt. You know, when you're willing to buy, it saves you from getting your feelings hurt. Like, cause if you're sitting at home waiting for it and it don't come, you're looking crazy the next day.
There's been those days, man. Like I'm like, when the kid's gonna show up? Send another email, nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. People pump faking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm not waiting no more.
You got a pump fake award for the people in Nike?
I mean, not even.
You don't want to call anybody out on a sit down live to the fans?
You know, sometimes it happens, man. Like, people get busy, things happen, like, especially when some hot kicks come out and a million people hit your phone. I know how it is.
People's pulling those people over there in a million directions.
Of course, man. So it happens. So I'm not seriously, dude. Like, I have no problem copping a pair of
kicks. Now, when we talk about successful, we talk about the level of people that believe in you. Who are you sponsored by? Just to let the people know how real it is.
I picked up 4 new sponsors this year alone.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Let us know who they are.
It's crazy. Let me give you the rundown. So, sponsored by Nike, Animal Bicycles, Gatorade, G-Shock. Sponsored by Sony, Beats by Dre, New Era, Encase, Dance Comp, Paradise.
Yo, he got more sponsors than Peyton Manning.
Yo, dude, it's crazy now.
Now
bro.
you mentioned Paradise. Explain Paradise to us.
Paradise is a collective of my friends and I, man, and we wanted to just create a platform that we can express ourselves, whether that's through product, whether that's through events, whether that's through just visuals, and we created Paradise, and we've been like putting things out slowly but surely, and
They gonna be any double X's when you do the clothing?
dude, we got all
3X,
that, man. We
40
got,
loose.
You know, yo, we got everything from small to 4X, man.
Okay, because you know, like a lot of you dudes, like y'all forget about the big dudes that like to support you.
Man, nah, I got everybody, man. Make sure I take care of everybody who support me. You know what I mean?
Now you traveled the world, and I've seen the videos. You know, a big shout out to my homeboy Ralphie Ramos. That's another one of our teammates. Ralphie gets busy.
Lifer. He definitely gets busy.
Ralphie gets busy.
Yo, Ralphie's in DR right now having a ball.
Probably cares less about a bicycle right now.
Well, I don't even know who the fuck Ralphie Ramos is.
Dude.
So what? I mean, if I don't know, I'm sure they don't know. Who is he?
Ralphie Ramos is my right hand, man. Also a professional bike rider. And he does his thing, man.
I had opportunity to play football with Ralphie with Nigel. Ralphie
dude.
became one of my homeboys too. And what I knew Ralphie rode, but it wasn't until you guys went overseas and stuff.
Yeah.
And I started seeing the videotapes of Ralphie.
Nah,
I was like, yo, shit, Ralphie gets busy.
Nah, he gets busy. People be sleeping on Ralphie, but he gets busy, man. Like I think like his next video is really gonna show people like, yo, he can really do his thing and gonna change things for him.
Now, when it comes to like your sponsorships and stuff like that and traveling the world, what has been the best place you've been and why?
Wow, we got back from Israel a couple months ago. Israel's always a good time. I've been there 3 times so far, and that's one of my favorite places to ride. Honestly, man. Just like the people are good, and like the spots are dope as well. Like the architecture over there is incredible. So definitely one of my favorite spots to ride, and Barcelona, hands down. Barcelona is the mecca for what we do.
You did some nice videos in Barcelona.
Yeah, we did a Beats by Dre video last time I was in Barcelona, and it's hands down like the mecca for what we do. Like the way they build over there, like the way they build parks and plazas over there is just second to none.
Right, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
And then of course in the New York City, man, home.
It's home.
Home, man. You can't forget about home, the concrete jungle.
So you still live in Queens?
I live in Brooklyn now.
Brooklyn now.
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn.
In the gentrified part.
I was just gonna say the north side. He ain't shopping at King's Plaza.
I mean, not at all.
He's good over there.
Yeah,
he's good
over there.
But he just chooses to live somewhere where
somebody
opens up his door for him.
I am mad at that.
Yo, like I'm gonna always support Queens and rep Queens though, man. It's very, very important that people know exactly where I'm from. Laurelton, Queens.
Well, some of your team represents Brooklyn.
Of course.
Big shout out Hawaii Mike.
Hawaii Mike. Clark Kent. You know, it's a lot of Brooklyn, a lot of Brooklyn going on, you know. But we're having fun right now, man. Brooklyn's close to the city as well, dude. Like I could ride my bike from my crib to the city.
Now, do you do that often?
All the time.
So you could be seen just riding through the streets.
Dude, people see me all the time on the streets. Like, this is not a facade, dude. Like I get hit up on social media every day. Like I seen you ride by me in Soho, or I was on a bridge and I seen you. Like I'm really out here riding my bicycle around. It's not just for the videos, man.
And another thing, speaking of videos, when you debuted your video downtown, that was a movement. Can you explain like where the idea came from? And like I saw the whole ASAP mob was out there riding bikes. Like explain to us where the idea came from. And
I mean,
and I know you didn't have any permits.
This is guerrilla marketing out here, man. Like we having fun. We in New York City and it's supposed to be guerrilla, man. And pretty much like I was like sitting down with my team, Hawaii Mike, Clark Kent. I was like, I want to premiere this video in a different way I've ever done it ever before. The way no other BMX rider is gonna think to like put like to premiere a video. And we do these things called street rides where we just meet up at like Union Square on like a random night, man, and just mob the streets. Just like we had 300 kids out there on bicycles riding with us, like just no rules, no holds barred, just out here mobbing. And I wanted to like do a street ride and also premiere my video. Like,
how'd you get the word out about this?
Social media, bro.
And then
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, man. That's it. We just
grassroots.
It was a mob scene out there.
It was a mob, bro. Like nobody can stop us because there's so many kids on bikes.
There was like 300 to 400 kids on bikes.
Just mobbing, dude, having a good time.
I saw Ferg out there.
Yeah, Ferg came out. Rocky came out. 12E, Ills, the whole ASAP crew came out and show love, and that was dope, man. Like, cause all those dudes, like they support BMX and like they ride bikes themselves and they like love like what we do.
Now, going back to footwear and BMX, like, do you necessarily wear SBs or something from that collection when you ride, or do you ride in anything?
No, like I'm always rocking like SBs or like when I'm riding. It's just like they're made for like what I do.
What's your favorite shoe? Like, what's your favorite
Ever?
shoe? Well, your favorite shoe in rotation right now. Like, if you're gonna go into your closet, what do you lean towards?
Definitely like Jordan 1s. I got them on right now.
Jordan 1s?
Yo, you ever see Nigel's shoes when he finished riding? Like, he'll take a brand new pair.
Bro.
Yo, by the time
Really?
he finishes,
Kill him, yeah.
Crush 'em?
he's
One
Kill 'em.
shot.
done.
Just kill him, dude. Like it just happens. I mean, like like those Jordan 1s, Lance Mountain joints, like the all white ones. Like I killed them joints. I've seen people online like on stuff, like Instagram and stuff, like scraping like the paint off.
They had the
Yeah.
acetone trying to get
it out. I'm like, dude, I really do this. Like my joints are really beat up, dude. Like they
All the paint is through.
oh crazy, dude. They look so crazy right now. Like, I love wearing them.
What other now that's your ride. Like, what about just your favorite shoe in general?
I'm just chilling. Jordan 1 regular breads, man.
So you're a Jordan guy.
I'm a Jordan 1 guy, yeah.
Jordan 1s specifically,
Yeah,
not
like,
3s, 4s, 5s.
I mean, like,
He
I
owns them. He
Of
owns
course,
them.
like I got the
He
3s,
owns
the 4s, 6s, all of those, but like I feel like the Jordan 1s, I could put them on like anytime. You know, like
Well, that Jordan 1 was an original skater shoe. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of skate, people back in the day, in the 80s, used to use that Jordan 1
yeah,
to
like
skate.
skateboarding and bike riding,
Yeah.
dude. Like one of my big homies, Glenn Milligan, dude, he showed me pictures of him back in the day, like rocking Jordan 1s, like riding his bicycle. I'm just like,
How's your SB collection?
pretty good nowadays, man.
It must be nice.
Looking pretty good nowadays.
I'm sure it
man.
is.
And like I still go back and cop like the older joints, you know what I mean? If I just have a feeling like if I like a certain color, like a colorway, or if I need a certain look, I'll still go back and cop.
Now, I go on record by saying, like, I hope they don't retro SBs because I think it kind of ruin it a little bit.
Dude, I mean, like I can definitely see it happening.
They're gonna retro SBs.
Yeah,
They're
it's
gonna
happen
But
eventually.
do you know what I loved about SBs? And it was just like the fact that SBs were such dope shoes and they were cheap.
Mhm.
Like you can get SBs for like $69, like $80, and it wasn't until like the hype kind of took them over.
And the
and-
resale went
And
up crazy.
the reseller went up crazy. But I remember Supreme used to be across the street from what's that Clientele,
Clientele, yeah. Remember
and
Clientele?
they used to have the same shoes in stock, but since Supreme was a skate shop,
Mhm.
they used to have them at $79. And across the street at Clientele, it was like $190.
Wow.
Like when
Crazy.
and this was back in the day when like Supreme was doing the Nike collabs and they were just on the shelves, just chilling there.
Just
Nobody
even knew.
Nobody knew.
They
Like,
sleeping.
everybody was going for the higher tier Jordans and stuff. And I remember SBs was at Finish Line and Foot Locker, like sitting there. I got splatter dunks from models downstairs.
Really?
Like they used to, like nobody really cared about SBs.
All of that changed now.
Especially in my favorite. Like if you don't remember the Fat Tongue SBs, then like those are like the Oompa Loompas and the Mexicos.
See, I'm not an SB guy.
Like I love.
Nah, I've never had a pair in my life.
I have a wide foot. I have a wide
classic,
foot, and those are the most comfortable shoes.
Okay, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the tongue. And then what I noticed, like this year, or maybe the last couple of years, SBs got narrow as fuck,
Yeah.
B.
They Karen's like that little kid.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, they used to be for bread loaf feet fuckers like me and Drew. You know what I'm saying?
Lego feet.
Like, word up, we got feet like Legos, with the six pins. That's how our feet are, B.
It's real.
Bread loaf. That's the first time I heard that term, dude.
It's
But,
real. My
you know-
feet are fucking square
I mean,
and
dude,
flat.
Yeah, so this dude could lean a pair of sneakers the first time he puts them on, lean.
like, what do you do? Like, rock a pair of kicks one time and then
No. They're not dead like that.
Then they bounce
But they
back.
just kind of lean a little bit. Listen, look at
they had. I mean, dude, it comes to territory.
Three wheel motion on the
Don't they-
it.
You guys are crazy.
Little three-wheel
man.
Yeah,
motion on
but
it.
Jay clowns me for leaning shoes, but Jay leans his own shoes real good.
I don't lean shoes. If you look at if
No.
you look at his Instagram, look at his cankle pictures. His ankles are
Listen,
touching each other.
This is it's. I mean,
You
he's
don't
not
lean
lying.
shoes, Jay, do you?
He does though.
I never
He
seen
does.
Jay with a
No,
lean pair of shoes,
listen.
man.
Listen,
I got too many pairs of shoes. to
Jay
lean on.
cracks. Yo,
You know me now. I got.
come on, Nigel. Jay will crack the fuck out of some painted midsoles.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Look at all this
Yeah,
girth.
I do. My midsole shattered like China.
Yeah, I'm saying. So I
When I
may
put a pair of
lean
shoes
out,
on.
but I don't have spider cracks my
Try-
midsoles.
I'd rather do that than just come in and touch. But
But
anyway,
some shoes can hold, like threes don't lean for me.
right. The only thing that he got to like he has to tie him up like.
No,
like
I
the
don't. I don't
ankles.
tie him up. I leave him. I
His
let him
ankles are
breathe and
crazy.
flourish.
I can't tie my shoes tight unless I'm riding in them things or something, man.
But back to the SBs. I just love that whole. And I just hope it doesn't get ruined by like this wave. But then
I don't
again,
think it's gonna get room, but I think I could definitely see a few of them getting retro.
What sneaker does not exist in rotation right now that you wish they could retro or bring back?
That does not exist in rotation right now.
Well, it's not been. It came out and it's done.
You know, you know what kicks I was in love with in junior high school, dude? It was the Deion Sanders joints, the all white with the blue and the gold with the strap across.
That had like the little flames on the side.
Yeah, I think it had the flames on the side. Had flames on the side?
Had his picture on the bottom
had
of
a
it
picture.
through the bubble. That
No.
wasn't it. Okay.
You're talking about the one with the thick midsole strap. That just came out.
Yeah,
It just came out 2 years ago.
Really? I wasn't paying
back out
attention.
2 years ago,
Those are
yeah.
my joints in junior high school, man. I need to get another pair of those and put those back in rotation.
It came in the
Who's
the
it came-
49ers colorway.
Yeah,
It came
yeah,
in.
yeah, I remember those.
Yeah,
They-
it came in a
Yeah,
couple
them
different
Jasons-
colorways.
if it's-
Why am I drawing a blank on the name? I don't
Is
know
it
why. Someone from social media will hit us and tell us what it is, but
Yeah, those are my joints, bro. Like, I was thinking about that before I came up here. Like, just think about old kicks and stuff like.
It wasn't a diamond turf, was it?
Was it?
yeah, the Diamond Turf. Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming together.
It's
Shout
coming
out,
together
shout out
now.
to you, Diamond Turf. You know what I mean, from the first season.
Word for the first season. Fuck you guys for season 2 and 3. Yeah, I said it.
It's been 3 seasons already.
Third season coming up.
Oh, okay. First
Who
season.
runs that?
Nike.
Who's the contact? Like, who's the?
So many people. It's from PDX.
I don't get invited to that.
Nah, you're not cool enough, Drew.
No, I'm not cool at all.
Nah, just listen. Stay in your lane. Okay, when the bowling leagues come out, we got you.
Bowling leagues.
I bowl like a 60. I'm the worst bowler there is.
I can't believe it.
Like
All that girl,
Fred-
you can't
Fred
throw
Flintstone
that
and
ball
shit out
balance,
here.
man.
Son,
No?
I am such a terrible bowler.
So, like, what do you do exactly?
He's a baseball player.
I play baseball. Yeah.
Went to
I
college
played
for
a little
baseball.
football.
Who's your team? Baseball.
I'm a Yankee fan.
Okay.
I'm a New Yorker.
How they doing right now?
See that? Look at that. The hate comes out.
Oh, you because you like the Mets?
No.
How
I'm
they doing?
No, I'm a huge Yankees fan. Well, I'm more a fan of the fitted versus
Right.
anything else.
Me too. I'm a fan of fitteds. I have mad fitteds.
But,
We got to get the New Era deal like Nigel got. New Era, if you're watching, you're more than welcome to sponsor the sit down.
Like they're just supporting over here. They got the hats on.
Yeah, we buy, we cop, but you know, like we said, copping saves your feelings from being hurt.
for sure.
You know,
and you get it when you want it.
Yeah,
You don't have to,
and
we
then
have
you
to
don't
wait.
have to wait on nobody, and we don't have to crack nobody's face over pump faking.
Yeah,
because,
you got
Right.
You know, because everybody likes to tell you, like, yeah, we got you, son. Yeah, man, like, what's up, man? Yo, let me talk. Yo, holla at me. This, like, man, shut the fuck up.
Yo,
No,
so
you don't.
like, are you feeling bad? That, like, not bad, but are you sad that Derek Jeter's like?
I mean, I'm not. I mean, listen,
Can I
guys
say-
had a
can I-
great career.
listen,
I'm not like sad.
I'm glad that he's retiring when he's still serviceable and not watching the shell of who he was. Like, because it's painful to watch athletes that don't know when to quit.
Yeah.
Like, we watched Emmitt Smith get pounded on in Arizona with the Cardinals. We watched a poor Jerry Rice. He had the receding hairline with the dreads, get cut from a Seattle team.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We watched poor Mike Tyson, like, getting beat by, and you know, some people just don't know when to stop. Like, you know, everybody should take a page out of like Michael Strahan's book or Ray Lewis. Like, you know, you win that last Super Bowl, ride off.
That's it.
But then there's guys like Tiki Barber that leave too early and then go broke.
Right. Or Barry Sanders.
Nigel, you need to make sure you don't go broke, baby.
Timing is everything, baby. Timing is everything.
Timing is everything.
Because you get them BMX checks, man. You need to
Timing
save that
is
money.
everything, man. Timing is everything, and then you got to learn how to transition. I'll be good at transitioning.
Let me ask you a question, Nigel. You approachable? I know the answer, but you know, like,
Am I approachable?
like, you know, are you approachable? Someone come up to you in the street.
People can talk to me, man. I stop all the time on the street and take photos and say what's up to people.
Does that get you upset
Yeah.
when you trying to get your ride in?
And they're like, hey.
Like, yo, take a picture, take a flick with me.
Like, seriously, like, it's starting to get kind of crazy nowadays. Like, other than I seen, like, someone, like, had a video of me, like, from, like, the skate park riding, and, like, I'm just trying to practice and be in my zone, and people are starting to film and stuff now, but, I mean, it comes with the territory, you know what I mean? I'm in a very fortunate position, so.
Let's talk about what the BMX fame has done for your lady situation.
Man, I'm doing well in that department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just out here in New York crushing everything that moves.
Oh, nah, not like that, man. I gotta like watch my stock, man. I can't be out here.
Word up, son.
That's
Like
the
that.
problem out here.
One wrong move and
Dude, social media is serious.
word up.
So we got
Like that
are
one
we
text,
pulling
like,
chicks off
that,
Twitter and
like,
Instagram
that,
with the DM? Is the Instagram DM has that made Nigel?
I mean, so
flourish a
listen,
little bit?
right? So I did the ESPN body issue this year. So my DM.
I was gonna get into that. my man, 50 grand. He went Bucky naked.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Oh,
kind of serious, bro. So
But wait, can I say
so the
something?
Instagram. But hang on,
Well, wait,
hang on. The Instagram DM game blew up.
yeah, Instagram DM game got kind of serious after that.
So were we taking chicks down off Instagram?
See, Drew's
Don't say all of that, but I'm just saying the DM game got serious.
Vicariously through Nigel. I'm trying to be journalistic about this and say that's a big move.
It is a big move
to be in the magazine that's had like world champions and that kind of was a big move not only for Nigel Sylvester as an individual but for BMX and that whole culture.
No, definitely, it was definitely a huge move, especially being the first BMX rider to ever do it, to be featured alongside Super Bowl champions like Marshawn Lynch and Olympic gold medalists like Michael Phelps.
Was it Prince Fielder?
Prince Fielder was in there.
Now let me ask you a question. What was the set? Can you take us through the set? Like, what was the setup like? Like, did you have to go there? Like, did you like did they have the heat on? Like, how was that set up?
Dude, it was crazy, bro. So they wanted to shoot me outside. So even like leading up to it, I was just like, you want to shoot outside? Like, are you serious? It was like, you want to shoot you outside, want to get you in your elements. I said, cool. And I rolled up, man. They had a big trailer for me, dude, and they had this whole area blocked off. And there was about maybe 20 people on set that I'd never met any people before in my life. So it was like, wow, like I'm really here with a bunch of strangers, and I gotta like take all my clothes off,
Right. Like, did you have a misunderstanding? There was like, no, Nigel, boxers too, like, and stocks.
Nah, like
did you come out there because you're from Queens, you had your boxes on, like,
I mean, like,
and a pair of dunks, and it's
dude,
like everything.
It was like everything, dude. And like I mean, like I've seen pictures of what it was gonna look like previous body issues before, so I knew what it was gonna be.
This is what the people are looking at right now. There he is.
They're like, wow,
look
kid
at this
is out
guy,
there, bro.
No,
I mean,
after they get that initial giggle, like, at the end of the day, that's big.
That's
big.
I mean, it was crazy because I definitely got, especially with social media now, everyone has an opinion, everyone can voice that. So it was a lot of people who didn't understand it, especially people from my industry who didn't get it at all.
Right.
A lot of people loved it, a lot of people hated it. So I mean, but it was what it was.
I worked at ESPN when that issue first came out,
mm-hmm.
but when they first developed it, and it was like, at the end of the day, it's a celebration of the athlete.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of athletes, they honed in on their tattoos, their
mm-hmm.
scars from injuries, and I think it was really dope. Like, I'm too fat to be in the body issue. Like,
well, I was
can't say that, dude, because Prince Fielder's out there, bro.
That's true.
But Jay, I think that as the sit down continues to grow and get better, I think me and you could be
separate shoots, bro. I can't.
Oh yeah, well, we're not gonna spoon. But listen, I mean, I'm sure that ESPN will at some point approach us about being naked in an issue.
Right. Yeah, I'll do it too.
Yeah, I would do it.
I'll be right in Foot Locker, butt ass. Like,
you should like.
Right.
Drew will do his Dominics.
Oh yeah.
Uptown eating some rigatoni.
I mean, I'll do it at a food spot.
But salute to you for that.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you, man.
That's serious.
When I saw that, especially because I know you, I was like, yo, that's big, man. That's big. And to see the company that was in that magazine,
it was.
That was.
And it's crazy too because ESPN doesn't let you know who was in the magazine until they actually release the roster. So.
Now, did you have any, apprehensions of doing a trick with your junk out, like?
I mean, of course, dude. I was like, dude, like, if something goes wrong, it's a problem right now, bro. Like,
was that did they spring that on you, or you knew?
I mean, like, they told me like once you do a trick, and I was kind of just going like egg it and just like pump fake it, but I was going.
Were people standing around watching you?
Yeah, dude. Like,
naked in the city?
Dude, like, there were the photo assistants, there was ESPN assistants.
What about like bystanders?
No. It was like a closed off set.
Okay.
It was a closed off set.
Did they give you, like, how did that work? Like, they said, cut, like, we need to shoot it again. Now, did you use the bathroom? Or were you
no, I mean, like, so like pretty much like.
I know they had somebody order you up. Like, was it a female?
Yeah, dude, I had like this little lady ordering me up, dude. It was great.
Oh.
They had a chick?
They had a chick ordering me up head to toe. But
did you take it down?
No, man. Come on, bro. Professional.
He's professional.
I'm saying this. You would get props on the sit down if you took down the oil chick.
Word up.
I was in a trailer, took the oil chick down. That'd be horrible.
You in particular know what I'm working with. So just call me.
Can we, Nigel? Let me ask you a question. Can we screen share some of the Instagram DMs?
We're not screen sharing the DMs, man.
Can we put? What was the wildest shit?
Drew has no life, so he's living vicariously through Nigel Sylvester.
None.
Show.
I mean, dude, like,
what was the wildest shit you got?
I mean, like, you can think about it, dude. Like, there's females that like see that and like, oh, what's going on over here? They want to get their attention, so they do what they feel is right.
Something that any professional athlete goes through. You would just think like his mans in them. get the runoff.
Well, that's what I was trying to. That's what
you're trying to do. You're trying to join that paradise crew so you make that paradise drip.
No. I don't want any drip off.
We're living in paradise, bro.
Good. You're trying to get that paradise.
No. I just want to. No. You already know I'm not about that life. I'm just trying to see what's going on. I just want to see what's going on over there.
It's moving, man.
Like any professional athlete, give that man some room before he be on baller alert tomorrow.
So Nigel's gonna celebrate. Nigel's celebrating a birthday on Saturday.
Before we get into his birthday, let's talk about what he has coming up next. He's gonna do some real community stuff. Get back to his school. Man, let's talk about that.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to school in Laurelton, Queens.
What high school?
High school, Cardozo.
You went to Cardozo. I went to Lincoln.
Okay.
That's right.
Cardozo had all the chicks though.
What's the name of that
Lincoln
basketball
had none.
coach with the crazy? What's the name of the basketball coach with the crazy hair?
Cario.
Yeah, Cario. He got the weird color.
Yo, dude, I used to see him walking through the hallways, talk to himself, like bugging himself. Like he was focused though, man. I heard that they won the championship recently.
Yeah, they won the championship.
That's dope.
No doubt. That's a good
Dozo.
school.
Yo, it's crazy because a lot of people who are doing their thing right now went to Dozo. Ronnie Fife, Flawless.
Wow,
people,
really?
Yeah. Dozo.
That's dope.
Dozo is holding it down right now, man.
Now, speaking of Flawless, did Flawless do that for you?
Nah. Me and Flawless haven't have a proper sit down yet.
What do you got going on?
This is a ring I made for myself, man. Well, my boy, I got the little thing out here,
I think we could zoom. Hold it up for a second. I think we could
zoom in.
Yeah, I think I could zoom in on it. Hang on. It may take me a second. I'm technically challenged here on a sit down.
Let me know when you're ready, so my hands out up here. Just like,
oh, come on. You're a professional BMX biker, man.
Who made that for you?
My dude Cheyenne from West Coast. Dude out in LA, man, and I wanted to give myself a Super Bowl ring.
That's a dope present to yourself.
Nah, it was a birthday present. I think it was my 24th birthday, I believe it was.
Remember you got it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope. So Flawless, like right now, there's so many jewelers out there. Back in the day, I used to go to Queens. You go to Jamaica Avenue. You go to
Coliseum.
Gertz.
Go to the Coliseum and get right.
We you had to run in and run out because we wasn't from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We used to go to Coliseum and get that little 10-carat junk. Back in the day.
Yeah, a little situation, a little name ring or something.
Yeah, that's who your jeweler was. Now you got Ben Baller, who's a dope Mr. Flawless.
Mr. Flawless holding it down.
Who's doing some crazy stuff.
That's crazy, yo. I got my first pair of fronts when I was like, I think I was like 17 from the Coliseum, dude. Like, it was the first like piece of jewelry I ever copped.
We good.
What's going on over? What happened?
No, we good. Keep on rolling.
We rolling.
We're holding it down right. Yo, real truly, I want to say congratulations to you guys. Being up here at Power 105, holding it down. Like,
thank you.
That's a great look, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very
much.
Big shout out to Power 105 for believing in us.
Definitely, man.
Yeah,
Power
definitely.
105.
We like it here.
Yeah.
We like it here.
We try to be different. We do. There's a lot of sneaker shows out there. It's repetitive and it looks like we're doing the same thing. We try to take a different approach. Try to trailblaze. Try to, like we said today, like I said today, like, those sneaker shows, we that butter soft stuff and other people's that leather that's on the fawns. You know what I'm saying? Still leather, but not as good.
Keep doing your thing though, man.
We're trying, man. It's people like, we're only as good as our guests and our content. And one thing about us, we try to keep it, opinionated and, try to echo, the voices of the people out there, stuff like that.
And that's what's up, man.
So besides, okay, you're giving back to Cardozo.
No, I'm giving back to my elementary school and my junior high school. So PS 132 and IS 59. So I'm planning to do some things with them upcoming school year. I feel it's very important I give back to, the places that contributed to my foundation as a young man.
Now let's address, like, there's not that many or is there abundance of African American street BMX pros out there?
It's growing.
It's growing?
It's growing, dude. I mean, of course, like, BMX riding is huge in certain communities, but
like, to me, growing up, it was just cool. Like, it was cool to have that dope bike, and and like I said, like, I had Harrows, I had GT Pro Performers, I had Dynos, like whatever, like that was in that BMX magazine. My parents had to go out to Long Island to go pick it up because
that's the bike shop.
That's where the bike shop was. You know what I'm saying? And whether it was spokes or the mags and stuff like that. And I used to like to go because I remember back in the day you had the option of buying like the chrome moly frame by itself, and you could put pieces together,
build it up.
And, you used to get your own. You get your frame, then you get different handlebars, then your forks and your brakes was different, and your gyro was different, and the pegs and pegs was a big shit because you had remember the big cylinder pegs like toilet paper rolls, empty toilet paper rolls.
You needed those, man. Whether you had put like little shorty on the pegs, or your homie needed a ride to the store, or whatever the case may be, like pegs. Jump on the pegs real quick.
Right, and
that was the move.
So now I'm glad it's taking it to the forefront. Where do you see this going in the future, though?
It's like the sport has grown, man. Honestly, like with the help of the internet and social media, where we're able to express ourselves and put our content out there and voice our opinions to the world at I guess like you can hit a button and do it now.
Right.
It's growing. Like more and more kids are like getting into it, and like different riders are putting it out differently. Like I'm speaking from a certain lane, speaking to certain kids that grew up in places that I grew up in. You know what I mean? Like
so it's kind of like an inspirational thing for those kids in the inner city.
Nah, for sure, dude. Like I want to see more kids riding bicycles. I feel like again like there's more options to get out the hood versus rapping and basketball. I feel like it's been like those two things for so long, and that will never change. Right. But it's also other things you can do. Like I didn't travel the world, dude, and like live life. You know what I mean? I'm still living.
You're just a regular kid from Laurelton, Queens.
Like Laurelton, Queens.
We talked about Nike and stuff like that. Earlier this year, you had your own sneaker come out.
Yeah, man. It was crazy.
Tell us the original, the original idea behind it, how did it come about, the origin of it, and why SOMP and what materials and all that good stuff.
Oh man, this is the story right here. So pretty much, I mean, of course, like being a professional athlete, getting your own shoe or doing the shoe is like a dream come true, man. Right. So I've been on Nike now for like 9 years, bro. And we had the opportunity to go up to Portland and sit down with a couple like shoe designers, and they wanted to do something that was specifically for BMX. So they asked me like, well, what's like your shoe that you're riding in right now? And at the time I was riding like the Nike Dunk High. It's similar to like that Jordan 1, just clean, classic, high top shoe, man. And the shoe I was riding in. So I said, cool, like let's do a dunk. And we worked on that for 1.5 years, man. And I sat down with the big homie DJ Clark Kent. Of course, if I'm gonna do a sneaker, I got to sit down with the big homie.
You didn't, it's like you had to see how to have a little sit down.
I'm showing everybody this. Showing everybody the SOMP right here.
You had to have a little sit down.
We had to, man.
Because he would have been messy.
Oh, it would have been a problem, dude. And it's crazy because him and I worked on my G-Shock that I released like a year before that. So we've already like had like the creative juices flowing, man. So we sat down and ran around the city for a little bit too. Went to like the garment district and looked at different materials and leathers and fabrics, and it was definitely like an eye-opening experience and a learning experience for me as well. Like,
now, what I liked about the shoes is that it didn't have a lot of bells and whistles, and that's what made it dope. Like, first of all, you love gum bottom. Like,
of course, you got to.
You gotta love gum bottom. It was just like that's one of those hidden things that, like, I guess people take for granted. And then it's just like suede was high, high quality.
See, like the shoe, like I told Clark that when to sit down, I want to like that shoe was where luxury and functionality like crossed. I want to make a shoe that felt super premium, that not felt but was super premium, but also I can ride my bike in it.
Right, and it was like the irony of it was like this shoe was so dope. It was plush. The leather was what everybody feels that the leather should be in the type of shoes like that. Just to watch Nigel fuck this shit up.
Yeah, I killed so many pairs already, dude. Like,
destroy.
Do you ride in your shoe?
Yeah, of course I do. Dude.
So you don't ride in nothing else?
I mean, I ride in other things too, like other SBs and other Jordans or whatnot.
It's funny when you see these athletes take shoes that people covet, and that just shows you like what they meant. Like they covet these shoes from skaters, like from P-Rod and all those guys have these shoes that people put on pedestals. And I've seen skaters take Supreme Dunks and just put holes in them.
Shoes are meant to be worn.
Right. So what was the marketing plan behind that? Because it wasn't really advertised.
Nah, man. Again, it was guerrilla style, bro.
How many pairs are in the field?
Honestly, don't even know.
How many pairs you got?
Pairs I got?
Yeah.
Right now?
Right now.
I have like 1 pair left.
And did they hit? Did they hit? Nah, I'm not an SB guy, so I don't. Did they hit retail hard?
They did. I mean, like, dude, like seriously, like the shoe came out in beginning of March, dude, and I was in LA and I got back the morning like the shoe was gonna be released, and I walked into Dave's Quality Meat where we no Dave's Warehouse. Sorry about that. Like shout out to Dave. Walked into Dave's Warehouse around like noon, and there was a line of people outside, like 100-something people outside waiting to like buy this shoe.
Wow.
And it's so crazy, like being the first BMX rider to ever do a Nike SB, and then to have people lined up from the night before to get this shoe was a humbling experience, man. Like I was so nervous, like I wonder if anyone's gonna show up to buy this shoe, and man, like we sold out from New York to LA. We sold out in one day. We sold out in New York in under 5 hours.
Wow.
And I think like Mercer had them.
Restock, or?
I mean, maybe one of these days.
Is there a SOM2 coming?
I hope so.
What does SOM stand for the people that don't know?
Oh yeah, SOM stands for standing on my pedals, and that's just my perspective on how I'm going through the world right now. It's from behind my handlebars on top of my pedals, like from my bicycle.
That's dope.
Now it was crazy, dope, man, and to see like people reselling them and online, and
even though that's kind of frowned upon, you was like, yeah, get that money.
Like, yeah. I was like, show them what time it is, man. Resell them things.
So
man.
how many did you get, like a pack for friends and family and stuff like that?
Of course, man. I had like maybe like 20 pairs that went quick as hell, because of course like people are hitting me up.
20 pairs for your friends and family?
Dude, I got some people I know, like my phone was going off crazy, bro. Like it's still going off.
Your immediate blood family could buy 20 pairs.
Gosh, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, but it was again like it was such a moment for me, such a moment for BMX.
So hopefully, if there's a SOM2, Drew and I can hit that. Get
within that 12 and 13.
Within that 20.
Gotta get within that 20, man. Like those things go quick, dude.
I was willing to go cop, but I wasn't in town. But I wish
you should have sent someone online for you, man, or something. Yeah, like that,
I wasn't. Let the young man flourish.
So what's going on for your birthday?
I'm having a party,
Saturday.
Dude.
How old are you gonna be?
I'll be 27.
27, young buck.
Young buck.
Wow, young. I'm like, damn, I'm 27, bro.
The young Nigel Sylvester.
Yeah, man. I'm just, if anyone knows me, man, I always have like a party for my birthday, man.
Usually it's a dress up thing.
It's depending how I feel that year.
Your brother? I see
my brother gets busy.
Your brother,
shout out to my brother, Nigel Sylvester, man. He's been getting busy his whole life. He was getting busy, bro. He used to go junior high school in like suspenders and ties and jackets and hard bottom shoes, like killing the game. Like everyone else is in jeans and sneakers, and he's dressed up to the nine, man.
When I first met your brother, he had a full-blown suit on.
That's what he does, man.
It was your headphone release.
Dude, he gets busy, dude. That's what he does, man. It's a big inspiration in my life, though, man. Like definitely like a big like motivating force is my brother.
Is he older than you?
Yeah, he's older than me by a few years.
So is there going to be a big Nigel birthday party this weekend?
It's going to be a party next week, I believe.
Next week.
So
Jay and I are going to get the VIP invites?
Of course, man. Come through.
Follow him on Instagram if you really want to. If you just want to put it out there, don't ask us.
Man,
we don't know.
Yeah.
We're not telling you.
I mean, I'm going to have a flyer up there.
We're just hoping that we get the little special invite.
Put it like this: we want to be in paradise.
Yeah, we want to be on the list.
We want to be in paradise,
dude. Like I think it's gonna be like a password to get in, like no list.
Eyes wide shut. Little mask and stuff.
I'm gonna have a little password going on, maybe, man. Bring it back to like the old New York days.
Well, we're available whatever day that is.
Nah, come through, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Right, as long as it's not a Thursday night at 10 o'clock.
Nah, it's not gonna be Thursday night.
No, we're good then.
It might be like the night before, so you could come on the next night and talk about it on the show. Like, we went to this crazy party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
We have Mosh Custom Kicks next week. You know Mosh?
No, it's Mosh.
Mosh does customs. He's probably the best customizer in the sneaker game.
He's one of the best. There's some other guys that are doing their thing.
Better than JBL?
I think so.
He's dope.
Mosh does customs for LeBron.
JBL did a crazy pair of custom Psalms though. Do you guys see those?
No. Let me see if I can find them.
You gotta see those, bro.
But they rebuilt them. With the skins.
Yeah, I see. Something crazy, man.
What Mosh does is take one shoe and repaints them and turns them into a whole
something else.
Shoe. But his work is so immaculate. You know what I'm saying?
Clean.
It's very clean. There's a lot of people out there that say they customize, and you see paint splatter. you know what I'm saying? And your soul falls apart.
Nah, like these joints are official. I'm actually gonna ride in these real soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
it just makes sense.
He did them for you?
Yeah, he did them for me, bro.
Did you hit him up and ask, or?
Actually hit me up like, I want to do a collaboration with you. So
what was the skin that he used?
He's all Python in that thing.
Hang on, I'm gonna
get
it up there right now.
You got Python on there. You got some arches on there too.
That's nice. That's a nice little combo.
Yeah, it's not beige.
And I like the fact that he still kept it with
right?
the color scheme.
Yeah.
He still kept it within the color scheme of your shoe.
The color scheme, and I like it, man. It feel good.
Those are one-on-ones, right?
One-of-ones, man.
Unless he did one for himself.
Did Nigel make him buy the song?
Did you give him one of the 20? Is that what happened?
No,
if you're a
man.
G, you made him purchase it first, so he can make you a customer.
Like he had to get his own something real quick.
See, there you go. That's why I love this kid.
Make it happen, man. Nah, but it was dope, man. He definitely hooked it up and like did it over for me, man, and it came out dope. And I'm gonna rock him one day. And
well, let us know. Give us some pictures.
Yeah, send us some exclusive on foot.
Okay, and we just release them here, huh? We just release them on foot.
Why not?
Yeah,
Makes sense
and
to me.
then let the world see.
You know, we should do.
Sense.
I don't know. Depends on how bad you mess them up. We should do it for a charity. Auction them off for.
Would you be down for that?
Why not?
You know, like after you
don't pump fake.
I'm not gonna pump fake.
After you kill him.
I'm not hard to find either, bro. Like Jay know how to find me.
Yo, in the streets.
Yeah, listen,
man.
I didn't even know. I mean, I knew who you were. I knew who you were. You know, I was well aware of who you were. Listen, I'm gonna tell the story, Jay.
Tell the story.
So I was well aware of who you were. All of a sudden, I get a text. Yo, Nigel Sylvester on to sit down next Thursday. I'm like, I'm out here sending emails, trying to book guests.
trying to find
where'd
people.
That come from? He's like, that's my peoples.
That's the homies. Man.
I was like, all right, that's good. That's good.
We support the fam on this.
But I
man.
do go through proper protocol. I went through his management.
Yeah, you did. Hawaii Mike sent me the note. I was like, oh, cool. Let's make it happen.
Which Hawaii Mike is family too.
Anyway,
you know what I'm saying? But you know, we only as successful as the people that come on our show and share their stories and do this stuff too. So I'm glad to have Nigel on board. You know what I'm saying?
Me,
and you're officially a friend of the show. So whenever you got something that you want to do, come by. But back to what we said. Let's say when you do wear them, you kill them and you sign them, and we do it for charity.
We do it for charity. Charity is big. It's important, man.
Did you do the ice bucket challenge?
No, I didn't do the ice bucket challenge.
Nobody nominated you?
I think I seen it pop up on my feed over the past couple of days.
Put that ring in a cup and throw it in.
Yo, did you see Cameron's ice bucket challenge?
with the chain and the watch. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
listen, real quick. If you're doing the ice bucket challenge and you're not donating, you're defeating the purpose.
Yeah, it's pointless.
Donate.
It's cool. It's cool to do, but donate too. You should donate too.
I'm gonna donate. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna donate minus the ice.
Well, you're gonna do it this weekend when I nominate you.
I'm not doing that shit.
Okay.
I feel like so conflicted right now with all these things going on and like Ferguson and ice bucket challenges and I don't know.
We talked about it a little bit last week on the show with Combat Jack and Premium Pete. And guys were in our mentions like, we're watching the show for fucking sneakers. Don't talk about politics.
Yeah, I feel you. I understand, but
like we just tried to just touch it. How could you not?
But when we spoke about it, it was at the height.
Yeah,
and the reason why I felt it was relevant is because each one of us in here could be Mike Brown. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's exempt for that.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna stick
the sit down fans. The one thing, I mean,
they want to hear about sneakers.
If you only listen, the sit down fans are rabid. Like
they keep it as real as we do.
They do, and they're like, and they just in the message like, this guy fucking sucks. Yeah. Tell him to shut up. Get somebody else on. The sit down fans are kind of like Howard Stern fans. Like they're crazy, but really, in a good way. Like in a good way. Loyal.
So like, can I show the fans like what I'm wearing today?
Yeah.
Jordans over here.
Yeah. You could even pull them off and we could hold them up.
Just so I know, I really do this sneaker thing. Like these are about to get destroyed. Like they already started over here a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm letting you know I really do this.
Is your sock game on point or?
I mean,
what's going on?
Socks, bro. We keep it.
He's a friend. He keeps his influence.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when you ride, have you ever suffered any injuries like riding?
Oh man.
Has God been good to you? Like
I've been blessed and fortunate for my whole career. Of course you get like nicks and bruises here.
Because you and Ralphie like to grab trucks and cars and shit.
We do all types of wild shit, man. Like I broke my wrist on my 19th birthday. That was like one of my biggest injuries, and it was definitely a moment in my life where I had to stop and rethink what I was doing and like to get refocused. Things were moving very, very fast. I think I just signed with Nike and I signed with Miracle, which is my old bike sponsor, and that's Dave Mira's company. So if you know Dave Mira, he's the godfather.
Yo, he invented that.
Yeah, like he
had his own bike.
Yeah, he's own bike company. He's won tons of medals and X Games and things like that.
He used to ride Harrows. I remember him back.
He used to ride Harrows. So like he picked me as his first BMX street rider for his team that he started. So a lot of things were going on in my life at the time. I was moving very, very fast. So I broke my wrist, and it gave me a moment to just refocus and rethink and what I was gonna do next. And
if there's some kid in the inner city that say, Nigel Sylvester's a cool motherfucker, I want to try to do what he does, like, and take it seriously. What kind of steps, could you give them to where they can get sponsored and like kind of make it as a rider too? Because there's a lot of concrete jungles out there.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like honestly, bro, I tell kids all the time, like, you got to be focused. You got to really, really want this. You got to be willing to sacrifice. To be willing to just want it more than anyone else around you. That's what it really takes, because a lot of kids are getting really, really good, really fast. And they're building new skate parks everywhere, so people are riding more. And if you really want to make it in this game, man, like, you have to really understand, like, I'm gonna ride or die for this.
And one thing I noticed about you, Nigel, and I speak from firsthand, you're always on that bike practicing.
Yeah, all the time.
Practice.
Practice.
We talking about practice?
Talking about practice. We talking about practice, man. Like, and I'm on it all the time. You have to be. Like, you have to want, like, the same way, like, if you want to be a LeBron or a Jordan, you want to be in that gym every single day, right. And whatever you want to do, you have to put.
And there's plenty of times you could have drove to places, and I see you just pull up on a bike. Like, seriously, like, we went to meetings together, and Nigel's out in front on a bike.
Yeah, man, like, I really do this, man, and I got a car. I could drive everywhere if I wanted to, but like, riding my bike is just it's second nature to me, man. It's just like what I know. And if
you have a bus or a truck or something, he might be on your bunk, grabbing your door handle.
I might be holding on, like going down 6th Ave or something like that. For real, dude. I really do that, man. Cabbies get it all the time. Like, I'm always holding to a cab, just trying to go fast and whatnot, man.
So before we break, where can people see that new video?
I mean, they can check my website out, NigelSylvester.com. You can go to my Instagram. It's at Nigel Sylvester.
I put it up on the screen for the sit-down fans.
Oh, thank you very much.
There you go.
Sir. I appreciate it.
You like that? How's that technology?
Spelled properly too. I like that.
Like,
yo, like crazy, right? Like, yo,
105.
some chick in the post office today spelled my name with an O. I was like, what?
We got 2 minutes before we crack. Drew, anything else before we leave?
No, I think we've covered a lot of stuff. I mean,
next week we got a good show.
We got Mosh Custom Kicks.
Mosh Custom Kicks is coming on. And Nigel was on record.
Tell Mosh to holler at me, man.
Nigel, how cool is it when you walk in and Angie's in the other studio doing her thing?
Shout out to Angie, man.
And Angie Nigel just bypassed our studio, just walked right in.
Yeah.
We had to pull him out of there.
Yeah, no, that's not our studio, Nigel. We're in the little one on the right.
Angie's the homie.
In the big studio, there was Paul McGrath of Bel Air.
Yeah, I know, Bel Air.
We're in the little studio. He thought it was a closet, I think.
Angie's the big homie.
Got sodas in here. They got the Bel Air over there.
Oh, nah, Angie's the homie, man.
But once again, Nigel Sylvester, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
You guys appreciate you.
We appreciate having you. Man.
Good luck with the show.
Oh,
much success to you, brothers.
Thank you.
You're part of this history.
You were part of the sit down family.
You know what I mean?
All right, people. We'll see you next week on the sit down.
We the boys. We the boys. 105, we them boys.